Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to Oakland English Research Center. This is the second video of Advanced English, specially designed for IELTS. So we are going to have a quick look on pronoun. Actually, we have designed this lesson the way that you will get the ideas, the basics and basic to advanced level of understanding you will have about pronoun. So you see, this class is under advanced English course, and if you get any question you will be able to ask me under the comment section and we will be answering you. So let's dive deep into the class. What we see first, let's have a different look about pronoun. What is a pronoun? So in our last video we talked about noun, and we went for the definition from the giants, the guardians of English, we know the dictionary.com, Oxford University Press, Merriam-Webster, Cambridge or lexico.com. So these are our standard, and we will try to understand how these people, how these institutions are thinking about pronoun. Then you will have the complete, confidently, you will be able to speak about pronoun whenever you're teaching it or you'll be talking about someone else. Now let's get into it. What is a pronoun? What about dictionary.com saying about a pronoun? Well, a word that can function as a noun, phrase, used by itself and that refers either to the participants in the discourse, like I, you, or to someone or something mentioned elsewhere in the discourse. She, it, this. Well, if you don't understand this, no problem. You're gonna get the easiest one to understand it. But now, just have a understanding that how dictionary.com says. If you wanna say it, dictionary.com, that's why we have given it to you so that you have the complete idea. Now, what Oxford University Press says about pronoun. You see, pronouns are used in place of a noun. You see, pronouns are used in place of noun. You can say the word that can replace a noun. For example, Oakland English Research Center is one of the famous institutes in the country. You can also say it is providing intensive amount of courses. So here is first we say Oakland English Research Center, then we call it. So this is here Oakland English Research Center is a noun and it replaces it. That's why it is a pronoun. Well, Oxford University Press says pronouns are used in place of a noun that has already been mentioned or that is already known, often to avoid repeating the noun. So the purpose of using pronoun, we are also getting it from Oxford University Press that so that we can avoid the repetition of a word of a noun. So if you want to avoid the repetition of a noun, and it's not a good gig that you are repeating the word again and again and again, the noun again and again and again. So instead of repeating the noun again and again, you can go for the pronoun. That's a good approach. Well, no, Merriam-Webster, I think you guys already know what is the Merriam-Webster, both Oxford, Cambridge, these are from England, and Merriam-Webster is the standard, it's from the USA. So you can say it's a kind of US standard of dictionary, Merriam-Webster. It's a well-known dictionary, I get, Well, Merriam-Webster says any of a small set of words in a language, they're even getting very distinct, very informative, okay, precise that they're talking about pronoun. Any of a small set of words in a language that are used as substitutes or for nouns or noun phrases and whose referents are named or understood in the context. Well, any of the small set of words in a language that are used as substitutes for nouns or noun phrases and whose referents are named or understood in the context. You see, it's a pretty clear understanding, pretty clear picture of a pronoun, but if you don't get it, no problem. You have Cambridge Dictionary for that. So Cambridge Dictionary says a word that is used instead of a noun or a noun phrase is called a pronoun. So now we see noun or a noun phrase. You know what is a noun phrase, right? So we can change a noun, we can replace a noun or a noun phrase with a pronoun. No worries. Well, grammar point says a word that replaces or refers to a noun is a pronoun. Guys, that's a pretty easy kick. You know what is a grammar point? So grammar point is actually a book written by me. You see, you're gonna get the easiest understanding definition of a pronoun. So based on all the famous institutions, Oxford University Dictionary.com, Merriam-Webster, Cambridge Dictionary, grammar point sums it up this way: a word that replaces or refers to a noun is a pronoun. Well, a word it can replaces a noun or refers to a noun is a pronoun. Either way is a pronoun. Well, now in grammar, note, in grammar, a pronoun is defined as a word or phrase. Look, a pronoun is defined as a word or phrase. It can be a word, it can be a phrase that may be substituted for a noun or a noun phrase. So you can replace either a noun or a noun phrase by a pronoun, which once replaced is known as a pronoun's antecedent. Well, so which is known as a pronoun's antecedent. Okay, that you are replacing. This part is pronoun antecedent. No problem if you didn't get it yet. Different functions of a pronoun. Well, a pronoun can function as a subject, direct object, or indirect object. Object of a preposition and more. So a pronoun can function as a subject, direct object, indirect object, object of the preposition and more. If you don't have these ideas, you can go for our basic understanding of grammar. Here you'll get all the videos in a more comfortable way, and you'll get all the explanation there. Well, now let's have a look in different types of pronoun. Well, personal pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, they, me, him, her, us, they, them. You know all these words, right? You have been learning it, yeah, I guess, from your childhood. Well, possessive pronouns, you see there are some possessive pronouns also. So what are the possessive pronouns? You know, mine, ours, it's, his, her, hers, their, theirs, your, and yours. We'll be learning it, the use of the possessive pronoun in an extensive way. We'll be learning it in our later classes. Reflexive pronouns: myself, yourself, ourselves, yourselves, yourself, himself, themselves, itself. All these are reflexive pronouns. Now you know the name of these. You just can go through if you want. You can memorize them, but later on we'll have our intensive classes on that. No worries. And relative pronouns: whoever, whomever, that, which, whenever, and those. You know, these are the relative pronouns. These are very important things, the relative pronouns. You're going to use these relative pronouns when you will be making our complex sentences. We'll need it a lot. Well, interrogative pronouns: what, which, who, whom, and whose. Like the words we use to make question, to ask question. These are interrogative pronouns, like what, which, who, whom, and whose. Now you knew this word before, but you might not know that which person of speech these words belong to. Now you know which person of speech these words actually belong to, right? Now, demonstrative pronouns. You see, this and that and their, plurals, these and those. So there are only two demonstrative pronouns: this and that. And the plural for this is, these and that for those. So these are the demonstrative pronouns. Now, indefinite pronouns. There are some pronouns that these are indefinite. You cannot define anything. Rather, you can talk about something in an indefinite way. Okay. Now, all, another, any, anybody, anymore, anything, each, everybody, everyone, everything, few, many, nobody, none, one, several, some, somebody, someone. So you knew these words before, but now you know that these words belong to the person of speech called a pronoun, right? So very good case of understanding, I guess. You'll love it, right? So all these are, you knew them before, but these are indefinite pronouns, guys. These are pronouns. Now, you'll be reading this and you'll understand, well, these are pronouns, but these are indefinite pronouns because they don't define anyone. Like when you say anybody, could be anyone. You're not defining anyone, right? Now, there is another very fun type of pronoun, which is reciprocal pronoun. A reciprocal pronoun. Well, what are they? Each other. Each other. While two persons are talking, one another, while more than two persons are talking. So when two persons are talking, you can say, well, what's going on between each other? Well, and when many people are talking, they say one another. Well, they are talking about one another. So these are the reciprocal pronouns, each other and one another. These two are the reciprocal pronouns. Now there is another pronoun called intensive pronoun or emphatic pronouns. With that pronoun, we not really emphasize. We put more attention on something. Now look, myself. You say, I have done this work myself. That means, oh, I'm just putting more emphasis on me. So he has done this work himself. Have you come here yourself? So that is intensive pronouns, or you say emphatic pronouns, meaning giving more emphasis. Okay. Now these words can be either intensive pronouns or reflexive pronouns depending on their uses. That's cool. That's all about your pronoun class. You'll have some tests on the pronouns, so get ready on that. You can check your class number 2 pronoun. Under that the class number 2, you'll find the test on pronoun. You take this test and you testify yourself, and if you have any problem you can get back to it again and again. And if you still have any problem, you can ask any question directly from our website, English Research Center, which is actually Oakland English Research Center. Thank you very much, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any query, question, please ask them. Write this question in the comment section. Still, if you have more questions, if you want to talk to us directly, our phone number is there given on our website. Call us anytime. With saying that, Allah Hafiz for tonight. Bye-bye.